And Africa, as a vulnerable continent, is most likely to suffer a lot from possible escalation in this conflict. As my colleague has said, Prashant, just now, and also from Achille around the issues of trade, you'll find that petroleum, gas, and logistics form that kind of a pressure because Africa depends on what comes into and out of that region. Secondly, it's about stability, world stability. And the way I see this conflict there, it's more like a proxy war between the East and the West, between the Arab nations and the Europeans. So it has got some level of racial undertones attached to it. You can see in the way in which the international press is reporting how a number of people that die, depending on how they are seen, it's either a massacre or just a skirmish and a few lives have been lost. There is no equity in terms of how this conflict is being reported. So there is a need, I believe, to actually break up these deeply held beliefs, whereby humanity and humanness is looked at through the lens of a race and also culture. And we can also point it down to history, how these nations and states have been formed historically. And now the shakeup is about questioning the logic behind how these states were set up. And I believe that the world has got some kind of a choice between a unipolar world where there is just one superpower that dictates to the rest of the world, or there is a multipolar world where there is a level of acceptance for that multipolar world, multi-system of values and governments and cultures, so that in the end, the diverse interest of people across the culture divide, across the racial divide, across the religious divide, are accepted as being human. The moment we see each and every human life as a human life, then it's not going to be easy for escalation of this conflict to go into an all-out war. That is what I believe is the key sort of thing that will turn this around, where we have got a uniform view of human life that is not based on race, that is not based on religion, that is not based on culture, but just humanness.